The king who drank virgin blood and slept beside a mummy, Europe's forgotten curse of immortality. The monarch obsessed with death in the shadowy corners of medieval Europe. Far from the shining courts of France or England, there existed a small and forgotten kingdom called Thor. It was ruled by a man whose name has nearly vanished from history, King Leontius, the third monarch, not remembered for wars or alliances, but for his obsession with something far more terrifying: immortality. As a child, Leontius watched his mother Queen Helena waste away through leprosy. To him, death was not natural, it was a curse, and he would stop at nothing to break it. Her once radiant face, eaten by disease, her body rotting alive, that image never left him, but instead of turning to faith or philosophy, Leontius turned to something dark: blood magic, forbidden rites, and necromancy. She was accused of healing the sick with incantations and whispers to the wind. They called her the Red Witch of Moors, the Red Witch and the Ritual of Seven Virgins. In the year 1459, a mysterious red-haired woman was captured near the eastern borders of France. She was dragged in chains before the king, but instead of condemning her to death, Leontius halted the execution and ordered her taken to the dungeons beneath his castle. And servants whispered that the king was torturing the witch, demanding she reveal the secrets of eternal life, and the price, is blood. The guards claimed, she shouted as they dragged her away. You want to escape death? What followed were 3 months of screaming. No one was allowed near the northern tower, according to a banned manuscript. Her body was thrown into the flames, along with the blood of 7 virgin girls. The ritual was meant to open the gate beyond life. Then, one night, thick black smoke rose from the tower. The witch was burned alive but not alone. The villagers called it madness. The king called it the beginning. The blood goblet and the vanishing maidens. From that day forward, King Leontius changed. Every morning, his servants delivered a goblet of dark red liquid. It smelled metallic, thick, like fresh blood. Rumors quickly spread that the king was drinking the blood of young women to preserve his youth. Others said they were chosen. Over the next decade, dozens of girls vanished from Cornwall. Commoners, even noble daughters, disappeared without trace. Some said they were kidnapped. His skin remained pale and smooth. His eyes glowed with unnatural clarity. It was clear no one could challenge the king's thirst. When priests and monks began to question the disappearances, they too began to mysteriously fall ill or be found at the bottom of ravines. By age 47, Leontius looked no older than 30. He was no longer a king, and something far stranger, a sarcophagus containing a preserved Egyptian priest with symbols burned into his skull. He was something else. The arrival of the cursed mummy, but King Leontius saw something else. A key. In 1471, a Venetian merchant caravan arrived, bearing gifts for the king's silks. The merchants believed it to be cursed. He ordered a secret chamber built beneath the castle, accessible only to him. Show me how to live forever. Inside, he placed the mummy upon a golden slab and began performing nightly rituals. Using ancient scripts from forgotten cults and whispered languages of the dead. Servants who passed by at night said they heard chanting, growling, even conversations. They renamed the kingdom, burned the archives, and erased Leontius from official history. Some claimed the king no longer slept in his royal bed, but beside the mummy, and each night, he whispered, "Teach me what you know." Fire erupted from the top floor, and guards rushed to save the king. A king without a corpse on the night of a blood moon. Thunder struck the castle tower. I am not gone, I am becoming. But there was no body. King Leontius III had vanished. All that remained was his blood-stained robe, and a wall of the hidden chamber engraved with a warning: "He who drinks the living shall never find rest." Panicked nobles sealed the chamber with molten iron and sacred glyphs. But some things cannot be buried. Rediscovery and madness in modern times. Centuries later, in 1876, a group of German archaeologists rediscovered the ruins of beneath the collapsed stone. They uncovered the sealed chamber. Inside, they found something impossible. His skin soft, his lips red, his eyes though closed looked ready to open at any moment. A man in royal robes, sitting on a stone throne, completely preserved. In the other, a glass vial containing fresh human blood still liquid after 400 years. In one hand he clutched a blackened book written in coagulated blood. Next to him, the Egyptian mummy lay cracked and smiling, his final words carved into the wall with a knife. The lead archaeologist, Dr. Karl Metz, took the book back to Berlin to translate it. 3 weeks later, he burned himself alive in his study. He speaks to me every night in my dreams. He is not dead. He is waiting. The forgotten curse that might still be watching since then. Every person who studied the Book of Leontius either vanished, died mysteriously, or was committed to asylums, babbling about red eyes in the mirror and thirst that never ends. Some conspiracy theorists believe the book was taken by secret Vatican orders, or the descendants of Leontius still exist hiding among the rich and powerful, feeding their bloodlust quietly, away from the public eye. Others say Thornwald still exists, buried beneath forest and stone, and that one day the king who drank blood will rise again, not as a man, but as something immortal. So ask yourself, when you look into a mirror late at night, do you really know who's staring back? Is it you, or is it the echo of someone who never died? King Leontius III, the immortal monarch of Thornwall.